You can spend $100,000 renovating your kitchen and miss luxury completely. Most homeowners think that the more money they spend getting the most expensive material and hiring the most expensive contractors, and the more luxurious their kitchen is going to look. The truth is, this is a common mistake. You see, a large budget helps because it will allow you to get the best material and hire the most skilled guys and give you possibilities. But you cannot necessarily buy direction. And without direction, a kitchen might be expensive, but not necessarily look luxurious. That's just not the way luxury works. So before you place an order of a single cabinet door, a countertop, a floor, backsplash, you need to ask yourself one question. How do I want my kitchen to feel? So just tell me, how do you want to tell your luxury kitchen story? What kind of feeling do you want to have in your kitchen? Do you want to go more like minimalistic North European or ornate, traditional, elegant, or maybe just cold and industrial, welcoming and warm, or you just want to go transitional? See, it doesn't matter. Luxury can be present in any of these style or feelings. Just decide which one works for you. But what most homeowners do, they just act like squirrels, left and right, back and forth. When they're about to cross the road, they don't know what to do. So you see them jumping from one showroom to the other. You see them going with warm colors, cold colors, ornate doors, minimalistic doors. There's a lot of disharmony. We see with lack of harmony, we create chaos. And with chaos, we step away from luxury. I see customers having the car full of so many different samples, they don't even remember where to return them. It's funny, but not really, because what happens is panic kicks in. And then, not to make a mistake, they start to go with the loudest, trendiest countertop, the most dramatic cabinet door, the trendiest floor, the loudest backsplash. Now, these items on their own might be super beautiful, but together, again, they create chaos. You got to understand that you need harmony to reach luxury. Not only that, the kitchen needs to be in harmony with the rest of the main floor. So if you want to know how to do it, keep listening. So now you know the direction. Everything should start to be easier. But you need to pay attention to one thing. You have to start somewhere, so you need to pick what is the most important item in the kitchen. Notice when you walk in people's home, when you get into their kitchen, what catches your attention? Keep in mind, this is a very personal answer, and we're not all the same. However, in more than 2 decades in this industry, I can tell you that 80% of us pays more attention to the cabinet door. They say, it's on my face, it's the most important item. So be it. Many of us prefer countertop or floor. Not so many of us thinks that the backsplash is the most important thing. I know it's strange, but we're not all the same. However, no matter which one is the hero for you, just start from there. Now, allow yourself to be inspired. Go crazy. No boundaries. Get what you really like. You see, once you fall in love with your first item, with the hero, everything else builds from it. And every decision will feel much, much easier in harmony. The loud cabinet will allow you to get the proper countertop, maybe a little bit calmer, but the calm countertop will allow you to get a little bit more bold backsplash, and vice versa too. So every decision becomes easier. One builds from the previous one. You're creating harmony, and what we said before, harmony is the way to luxury. So you're doing really good. There's one more exciting observation. You will notice that having a larger budget, of course, will give you even more possibilities, because you can pick from more colors, more patterns, and you will be able to get the best quality available in the market for each item. So start from the hero. See, these items might not be necessarily the best on their own, but because they're building a story, an harmonious story, they're beautiful all together. And so basically, the hero leads and the other items support. And what is the point of all this if the execution is not done properly? You see, as homeowners, we need to do our homework. When we hire a contractor, we need to make sure the reputation is good out there. We need to really read those reviews. Are the customers saying that they pay attention to details? You want to make sure that this sentence is repeated over and over again through the reviews. You want to make sure that customers say that their communication skills are really good, because that's what you need. You see, the luxury kitchen industry is completely different. It's not like putting together IKEA or Home Depot boxes. It's a completely different animal because there's so many different moving parts, hundreds of different decisions, and expensive materials involved. So please do your homework properly. And what happens when the installation has started, the work has started, and you get these extreme behaviors depending on the type of homeowners. You get the homeowner that sees few things wrong and starts to scream and starts to become disrespectful for no apparent justified reason, creating just chaos and anger. When there is the other extreme of homeowners that stays quiet, notices everything, but says nothing. These two behaviors are extremely dangerous. The right way to do it is just to be polite and emotionally intelligent and just ask questions. Is this crown molding going to look like this? Are you sure it matches the drawings? Because I was picturing it different. Is this gap going to stay this way? There's any way that you will align these doors? Can you fix this little scratch here? Can you please make sure you clean up after yourself every day, because I don't want you to ruin my expensive floor? See, these are the questions you got to ask, because most contractors, the good ones, they welcome questions. They don't fear them because they have one goal. They want to give you the luxury kitchen that you have asked. So you have raised your concern, you've asked your questions, but your confidence is down because you have noticed that whatever you asked is completely ignored. Nothing is changing. At this point, don't just let it go. It's very important that you stop, you pause the installation and ask for a meeting, ask for a conversation. No swearing, no screaming, no disrespect, but demand communication. Raise your concern one more time in a more firm way, and then watch things changing. 90% of the time, a little shift. Maybe they will change a couple of installers in your house. Maybe they will send another supervisor, or maybe just a little bit more pressure. Everything shifts and everything goes back to normal, the way it's supposed to be. But if this does not happen, if the company completely pushes back and gives you negativity, does not want to communicate with you, then it's time for the drastic. Yes, because you know what? You're not paying for a mass production kitchen. Here, every detail is important and material is very expensive. You want to reach your goal, even if the schedule gets stretched a bit, and even if it's going to cost you a little bit more. So be courageous, and if it's time to fire this company, go for it, cut your losses, and go find your hero and get it done properly, because you deserve it. Just one thing about this video. Remember that luxury kitchens cannot be achieved with just one decision. It's actually a series of decisions done in a coherent way. So find out what is the style, the feeling that you want, and then pick the hero of the room. Remember, after that, you build one decision after the other. And finally, the installation, the execution. Make sure it receives the same attention as the design. And you'll find out that your kitchen might be expensive or maybe not, but will certainly be luxurious.